Welcome to my comparison between the Engine X and the Ep2 Pro. So, what's the difference between the two bikes? Basically nothing. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next one. No, I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Seriously though, if you've got eyes, you can see for yourself, they're almost identical. There are some differences which I'll get into, but the main two are the price and the rear suspension. As the title says, this is a comparison video, so it's not so much a review. If you want to know more about either of the two bikes, I've done reviews on them both and they're on the page for you to go and watch. I will give you some information on the bikes, but not as much as I would if it was a review. So this comparison is between my new Engine X and my old Ep2 Pro. The new Ep2 Pro will be slightly different than my old Ep2 Pro. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that my Ep2 Pro was a second-hand version, so it's an older model. There's not going to be any major differences. I mean, it's still the same bike, it's not changed, but there will be slight differences. One thing I did forget to mention in both reviews is the brakes. They basically come wired for the European market. Now in the UK, your left brake lever should be for your back brake. On these, it's the right brake lever for your back brake. So if you're in the UK, I'd recommend that you do change over the brakes. I mean, you don't need to swap the levers over, you just take the cable out and reattach it to the other side. So let's get into the bits. So the brakes are 160mm mechanical brakes on both bikes. The wheels, they both have 20x4 inch flat tyres. They're both alloy wheels. There is a slight difference between how the spokes look, but there's no actual real difference. The front suspension, the seat, both the same. The front and rear lights are also both the same. The handlebars, now in pictures they both look identical, but they're actually not. My Ep2 Pro has 22-inch wide handlebars and my Engine X has 25-inch wide ones. Obviously the 25-inch ones are more sturdy, but there really isn't that much difference. The grips, the brake levers, the front and rear mudguards are all identical. As far as I can tell, the motor, the display and the controller are also identical. The pedals, both bikes have folding pedals and they're different but both floored equally. The Ep2 Pro pedals for me are just too narrow. Your foot slips off them regularly, and especially when it's wet. The locking mechanism however is really good, like you can't accidentally pull the pedals, you have to literally unlock them. The Engine X pedals are much more grippy, there's more surface and they're better, but the locking mechanism's a bit flimsy and sometimes you catch them and fold your pedal by accident. So neither are perfect, but I would slightly edge towards the Engine X ones because I'd rather not have my foot slip off the pedal. The rear rack. The Engine X one looks better, it looks like a more chunky solid rack. It does have a 25 kilo weight limit on it. The Ep2 Pro one looks flimsy. I don't think it really is flimsy, but it looks nowhere near as solid. There's no actual writing on it to say what it can carry or what it can't carry. I don't imagine there's a massive difference, like it'll hold what you want it to carry, but I like the Engine X one better, it looks better. The carry handle, they're both really bad if I'm honest. There's not enough surface area inside to get your hand in properly and comfortably. So it's more designed for just moving your bike short distances, like very short distances. The Engine X one is slightly more space inside, but nothing major. And I do believe the Ep2 Pro one now is looking similar to the Engine X one, so they could possibly be the same. So I think up to now you'd agree there's not really anything that stands out and makes you go, I'll buy this one, I'll buy that one. They're very similar. Now the comparison is actually between three bikes, because on Engwe's website the Ep2 Pro has two models, the international version and the EU version. The Engine X just has one model, which is technically the EU version. So what's the difference between the EU version and the international version? Well, Engwe say the international version has a 750 watt motor. According to UK law, the EU version is road legal. The international version is not. So you clearly need to buy the EU version if you're living in the UK, maybe other European countries too. I've seen comparisons where the 750 watt motor is fully unlocked and the throttle's on, and it's compared to the 250 watt motor, and they both do the same top speed, they both seem to have the same sort of power, the same sort of torque, and I would suggest they may be the same motor, just one has a different sticker. So you're not actually getting a different bike, it just, one says it's legal and the other one says it isn't. Now, the rear suspension. For me, it makes the bike more comfortable. Is it worth the money? I think so. That's literally why I bought the Engine X over the Ep2 Pro, because I wanted the rear suspension. The ride's pretty comfortable. It's not too firm, but it's not too loose either, so it's not just like bouncing all the time. It's a good compromise and much more comfortable. On the front suspension on both bikes, there's a little blue switch that you can turn the suspension off. Now, if you do that, I'd suggest you're mental, and I have no idea why you do that. But on the rear suspension on the Engine X, there isn't actually an option to turn it off, so you're either having suspension or not suspension. In full honesty, both bikes are a comfortable ride. Obviously, you've got the fat tyres, the padded seat, so neither are uncomfortable, but I would say the Engine X is more comfortable because of that suspension. So which is best? Well, for me, the Engine X. You pay more money, you get more bike. I don't think neither are bad. I don't think you need one or the other. You can be happy with either. But personally, I think it's worth the bit extra to get the rear suspension and a more comfortable bike. Obviously, entirely up to you which one you fancy. But for me, the Engine X is the better bike. So, if you got this far, thank you for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I'll try and get back to you. I do tend to reply to as many comments as I can. If you like the content I'm making, please like it, share it, subscribe, it does help. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.